Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Would you have the clerk report House Committee Substitute 1?
Mr. Clerk, please report.
House Committee Substitute 1 to Senate Bill 163.
Gentleman from Monroe.
Move adoption.
Question for the body is on adoption of House Committee Substitute 1. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carries. House Committee Substitute 1 is adopted. Gentleman from Monroe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Senate Bill 163 will allow for additional uses for KEYS money, and it's a workforce development issue. It does three main things. It's going to allow KEYS funds to be used by students who have been previously incarcerated. It will allow use of KEYS funds now for students who have military families who may have been relocated, and it will also allow the use of KEYS funds in the non-Title IV proprietary schools. At this time, I would like to yield to the gentleman from Boone 66 for a friendly floor amendment.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from Boone 66.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, gentlemen, Sunshine Gentleman from Monroe. We've worked extensively on this bill. A part of the reason that we've tried to adapt the bill is because there had been an adjustment made concerning specifically one section of students that were involved in this, and that being those in the criminal justice system. The concern that was raised in our committee and the discussion that ensued was about it would essentially create a lifetime ban on some of those that have been incarcerated, and that lifetime ban would then create a prohibition of using KEYS money for people that really need the training, that really need the education, and would try to be an effort to prevent recidivism. Additionally, another bill that's going to be likely called in this chamber, Senate Bill 90, which is the bill of the President and the Chairman of the Senate Judiciary, is about restorative justice. And so we wanted to make sure that these bills aligned in that respect, because we're trying to provide a mechanism for education, the well-being, and the treatment of these individuals. Which one do I have? Checking the floor amendment. I would like to ask the clerk to report House Floor Amendment 2.
Mr. Clerk, please report.
House Floor Amendment 2 to Senate Bill 163.
Gentleman from Boone.
So this particular provision adjusts the Senate floor amendment that would have been placed on the bill that would have essentially created that lifetime prohibition of them getting that education that they would need. There's still impediments to people that are incarcerated from getting that education during that time. But we believe that this is a way to help for workforce development. This is a way to hopefully prevent recidivism and keep people employed so they don't come back to the criminal justice system, and that we as taxpayers are paying for that. So I move for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 2.
Motion made for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 2. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carries. House Floor Amendment 2 is adopted. Gentleman from Boone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would yield back to the gentleman from Monroe.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from Monroe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If there are no questions, I would move passage of Senate Bill 61 as amended by House Committee Substitute 1 and House Floor Amendment 2.